All right. It has been a hot second since I've actually done one of these, dude. I forgot. Okay. This is a very special episode of Below the Cap. I, one of your hosts, Ryan Pulaski. With me today is my little cousin, Parker Fallon. Would you like to say hi?
What's up?
No, you gotta talk. You gotta talk louder than that.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Okay. Parker is from New York. He is from Queens. The Knicks have said that they are willing to move RJ Barrett for a star guard, which just goes to show
Damian
this is
Lillard.
part 2. Dame Lillard is going to the Knicks. Parker, what are your thoughts on Damian Lillard going to the Knicks?
All right.
Or do you even want Damian Lillard to go to the Knicks, and do you think something else should happen instead?
I want Dame to go to the Knicks, but don't trade RJ. He's got too much potential. Too much.
Do you think so?
It's only sophomore season.
Yeah, but like Dame. Like that's the point. Like it's Dame. Like we just got good,
You
and
should
Julius
trade-
Randle is a top 20 player in the league right now.
You should trade three players, a bunch of money, and
Who? Who?
Kevin Knox,
Okay.
Frank Ntilikina, and Elfrid Payton.
For Dame?
Yeah. A bunch more picks and some cash.
What about Bradley Beal?
Nah, he can stay with Washington. He's probably not gonna.
You don't want Bradley Beal?
I think Dame's better.
So do I, but I'm saying like
There's one big reason why Bradley Beal scores all those points.
and that is because
The rest of the players on the Wizards are, they're.
Westbrook?
I mean, hey man, his points kind of lowered when Westbrook joined the team.
Beal's?
Yeah, a bit.
I don't know the number. I don't know the number on that. What I do know is that he came in second for the scoring title behind Steph. He lost by like less than a point to Steph this season. But the Wizards are just the cursed franchise. Like they'll never be good, even if when they have Michael Jordan, they're not good. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there. And those blue jerseys they're awful.
I had Ethan do one of these, and he was talking about the Wizards, probably for like 5 to 10 minutes, and like he was trying to tell me that like the Wizards could beat the Sixers in the first round, but like no, absolutely, absolutely.
Personally, I think the Knicks are going to end up being the 3 seed next season.
Over what team?
Huh?
Over what teams? Who? If the Knicks are 3, who's 1 and 2?
And then Nets at 1. That's probably going to end up happening. Number 2, Milwaukee.
Really? You think the Sixers will go down to 4?
Yeah,
Why?
because they're going to trade Ben Simmons.
Okay, well if they trade Ben Simmons for who?
No. That's a trade. I mean, he's going to Shanghai.
Okay, but like but I'm saying like who are they gonna get instead of Ben Simmons?
I mean, what position does Ben Simmons even play? I mean, you can't have a point guard that has a broken jumper.
That's literally the whole flaw
Of
with Ben Simmons. So he can do he's like A grade, B plus at a minimum at literally every other aspect of basketball
Besides
except the offensive end. I mean, he can pass. He has good off ball
He can
movement.
dunk.
He can finish at the rim,
But he can't
but
shoot.
he literally has no outside of 7 feet. He cannot score the basketball.
Yes. Unless he just gets lucky.
I don't know, dude. Like, I think the only way the Knicks can be a 3 seed is if they get somebody like Dame.
Yeah,
But a 3 seed in the East means nothing because the East sucks compared to the West, dude.
Yeah.
Like the East.
Yeah, no,
the
because it's
East
probably
sucks.
because the Knicks and the Blazers had practically the same record, and we were 4, and Blazers were 1 loss away from 7.
Like that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, no, because it's just
Because
the
all
teams in the West are just way better. There's so many just better
Yeah,
players.
no, because everyone just wants to be in the West Coast where it's warm instead of the East Coast where it's freezing.
Well, I mean, not even like not because like teams like teams like Miami are in the East.
Yeah, no, but they were 7 this.
No, but I mean, like, but it has nothing to do with weather. I mean, like, some teams have like Miami's in the East, but they're in Florida.
Yeah, I know.
Like
no one wants to come to New York that much because like
Milwaukee's in the East. Well, no, anyway, that's not a nice destination. But like, I don't know. But you have places like New York, and like, who doesn't want to live in New York? Who doesn't want to live in like? No one wants to live in Boston. Who wouldn't want to live in like Miami? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, but yeah, Miami's a hot place, just like you said.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think the only way being a 3 seed in the East means nothing unless you're like the Nets, because like when you have guys like Durant, Harden, and Kyrie, you can practically be any seed, and then like you still have like the highest chance to get out of the East because like you have those 3 type of players.
Yeah.
When the Nets are a team, the Knicks need somebody like Dame to be able to compete with a team like the Nets. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got a question. Do you think that the Warriors need to win now because Steph is starting to get old?
I think Steph's starting to age, but he literally just had arguably his best season. Statistically, he had his best season ever. Like, maybe not in terms of accolades.
So I think that they should trade someone that has a lot of potential for like another star, so they can win now and not waste another year.
Well, look, they're not going to be able to like the only person they're really going to be able to trade is Andrew Wiggins, because they're not going to want to trade Wiseman because they just got him. They're not going to want to trade. Oubre's low key looking to leave. They're looking to trade Oubre and Wiggins. That's pretty much all they can really do. Oubre's a free agent. Okay, so they can only really trade Wiggins. They're not going to get rid of Draymond. They're not going to get rid of Steph.
They can get rid of
no way they get rid of Clay either.
What about Jordan Poole?
Maybe, but they're not going to get of Juan Toscano Anderson. Like, he just had a glow up season. Jordan Poole had a glow up season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no point of getting rid of those guys.
Kent Bazemore?
Maybe. It'd have to be a Wiggins, Kent Bazemore package.
Or Kevon Looney.
But then for who? Who are they going to get? Like Dame? They're going to get Kawhi? Like, they're not going to get anybody.
Probably Kawhi, because their small forward position is not looking very good.
Kawhi's not going to go to the Warriors, dude. They're not going. They don't have enough money to pay Steph, Clay, Draymond, James Wiseman eventually.
Yeah, but
and
James
Kawhi.
Wiseman's still on his rookie contract.
I know, but James Wiseman eventually. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not. They do not have the bank account to pay Kawhi Leonard. No way. I wish they did. That'd be awesome to see. But I think honestly,
they're only going to keep that super team together for like 1 year, 2 years.
No, dude. The Warriors are going to go to the Warriors are going to the conference finals next year. The second Clay gets back. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, the Warriors are a shoo-in for the Western Conference Finals, strictly because there's no team in the West that can simultaneously guard Steph and Clay when they're both playing at an average level for them.
Yeah.
No team in almost the league.
It's practically impossible.
Maybe the Clippers.
Because
Kawhi's a top 3 defender in the league.
Yeah, but
and Paul George is a top 10 defender.
Yeah, but there's 2 words that could change all of that. Free agent.
I'm saying like
Kawhi. Kawhi is a free agent this year.
Yeah, but he's not going to go to the Warriors. And look at what the Clippers just did. The Clippers just took
2 games.
6 games. It took them 6 games in the conference finals without Kawhi. Like, Paul George just went off. If he keeps playing like that, or at least close to that,
Kawhi would want to re-sign.
Kawhi's probably going to re-sign. Why would he not re-sign? He has no reason to not re-sign. Like, the Clippers. He'll come back for like 3 years.
Okay, personally, I think Portland should just forget about Damian Lillard because he's not bringing them a title with their terrible defense. And just start a rebuild. The rebuild.
Well, it's not even. Well, I mean, like, they do. Do you think they're going to get raised? They'll toss CJ for a rebuild also. Like, do you think they'll trade? Do you think they'll trade Dame, and they'll trade CJ, and they'll trade Nurkic for just a fuck ton of picks, and then like
Then
and then
draft.
just go, and then just do what the Thunder are doing right now, and then just load up on picks, and then just do stuff in the future.
Yeah, no, because the Thunder already have picks in the first round in the 2028 draft.
That's what I mean. Like the Thunder are
Dead set for the future.
If they intentionally tank for like 3 seasons, and then like they have like Shy, and then they just like pick up like Bronny because they just tank a season. You know what I mean? Like they could just get. Wait,
is Bronny in the draft next year?
No.
Or 3 years?
I think it's 2 now. I think now it's 2 because excluding this I think including this upcoming one, it's 3. You know what I mean? But I think that makes it 2 because like the season's almost over. But also speaking of the season almost being over, congratulations Chris Paul for making his first finals appearance ever.
16 years.
First finals appearance
ever.
If
he loses, I want to be mad.
That's amazing.
If he loses,
the Suns are going to win no matter what team, whether they play the Bucks with or without Giannis, or if they play because Trey's not as badly hurt as Giannis is, so Trey will play.
Yeah, but Trey's out for the rest of the series.
But they're resting him for the rest of the series because they know they could smoke the Bucks, dude. It doesn't even matter, especially because Giannis probably isn't going to play next game. If Lou Will drops another 20 and almost 10. Yeah,
but what if Chris Middleton actually does well in Game 5?
It doesn't matter, dude.
He had 40 in Game 3. He had 40.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like.
And Drew Holiday can pop off, and they can take. Okay. There's one bad flaw about the Bucks. Is that it's their consistency.
Yeah, they have no consistency. That's my point. Is that like, even without Trae Young, the offense can run through Lou Williams, but the backcourt side of the ball will not be as explosive because you won't have like Trae pulling up from half court. Right? Yeah. But John Collins is still going to do his thing. Capella's still going to do his thing. Bogdan's still going to do his thing. Herter's still going to do his thing. Cam Reddish just came back for the first game in like how many weeks, and he just going to do his thing. Gallinari's still going to do his thing.
Yeah, but for the Bucks, they still got a couple people who could do their stuff, but do it a lot better. Like Connaughton, but yeah, he's okay.
Connaughton's okay. But I mean, like, I just think that I think that Kevin Huerter plays amazing defense. Drew Holiday was like first team all defense this year, which he very rightfully deserved. Kevin Huerter plays really good defense.
Yes. And
John Collins plays amazing defense, and him and Capella both rebound the shit out of every team that they play. They absolutely like board men get paid. Men get paid. Definition: John Collins and Clint Capella. I think the Hawks just kind of like have a deeper team than the Bucks do, especially when Giannis isn't playing. Because when Giannis plays,
personally, I don't think that Giannis deserved one of his MVPs.
He didn't get the bubble season one.
Not
that it should have been like LeBron or anything, but like Giannis definitely shouldn't have won it.
Okay, if there's one person who I think deserved a bubble MVP, Jimmy Butler.
I agree with that. Jimmy Butler
was the one reason.
Jimmy Butler or Jamal Murray.
Oh yeah, he did well.
Or like Devin Booker, because the Suns won 8 games in a row. They missed it by like half a game.
Yeah, as the 8th seed.
Yeah. I want to do that for at the end. But yeah, look, dude, Dame's gonna go to the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's just how. Like, I mean,
I'll be sad to see Barrett go.
He wanted. Who did he say that he wanted as the head coach? He said he wanted. He said James. He said he wanted Jason Kidd. Then, under a week later, Jason Kidd publicly opts out of the race for the Blazers head coach. So then they hire
Scott.
They just hired Chauncey Billups.
Wait, he's the head coach?
They just hired Chauncey Billups on, I think, like a 4-year deal. And like not that Chauncey Billups doesn't know how to play basketball. I mean, like, he's played in the NBA for like
a long time.
Off the top of my head, 10+ years, something like that.
What team did he play for?
He played for the Clippers for a while, but I think he was on the
Pistons, maybe.
Yeah, I think he was on the Pistons, and I think he might have been on the Suns too for like a couple seasons. I don't know. Clippers and Pistons, I know that for sure. But
Yeah, because you got in 2K today, and it said Chauncey Billups, and a Pistons logo popped up.
yeah.